Well, joining me now is the gentleman from the 4th District of Virginia, Congressman Douglas McEachin. That's just west of here, if I'm not mistaken, just west of where I'm standing in Virginia Beach. Let me ask you, Donald McEachin, if I could, first of all here, how you've reacted to this. There have been a lot of people saying things need to change, talking about it in large terms, in abstract terms. What does need to happen in light of what transpired here yesterday in Virginia Beach?
Well, as the governor said, we need to take action. Historically, during my service in the Congress over these last 3 years, all the other side of the aisle wants to do is give thoughts and prayers. While that's certainly appropriate, that's not enough. We need to take action. We need to do things like universal background checks. We need to ban certain types of weapons. But unfortunately, right now, we still have a Republican-controlled Senate on the federal level, and that's not going to happen because, as your listeners know and your viewers know, the Republican Party is still a wholly owned subsidiary of the NRA.
There's a question after each and every one of these tragedies, Congressman, that is this going to be the one that makes an effective change in the dialogue about gun policy in this country? I wonder how you would wrestle with that question this time around. You talk about the political discord that we have in this country, but if not now, when, I suppose, is the question.
That's an excellent question, and I don't know that I have an answer for that, but I will say this. This will be an election issue, not only this year in Virginia, because as you know, in Virginia, we have our state house up, both the House of Delegates and the state Senate, as well as next year, because these tragedies are going to echo over into next year, and we're going to have a conversation with the American people. Which direction do you want to go? Do you want to keep it? Do you want your elected leaders to continue to ignore these tragedies, or do you want your elected leaders to take action? Hopefully, the people of America will vote for action and elect Democrats, and we will take charge and try to improve things.
How did you react personally to what happened here yesterday? As I mentioned, this is not too far afield from your district in Virginia.
Not at all far. You know, my district abuts Congressional District 2. Virginia Beach is in CD2, I'm CD4, and we abut each other. It just made me shake my head in disbelief. I was actually there the day before the tragedy, visiting with supporters and talking to constituents, and to come back home and then the next day see such a tragedy take place was just beyond belief. Something like that doesn't usually happen in Virginia, although a week ago we had a gang-related mass shooting in Chesapeake. We've had this now 2 weeks in a row. It's past time to take action. We certainly know that from things that have happened across the nation, but now we know it right here at home.
Last question here, is the conversation about gun policy different at the state level, do you think? As you've begun to process what happened here, as you have conversations with your colleagues from the Commonwealth of Virginia, do you see the opportunity for change happening not at the national level, but more so at the state level?
One would hope, but I spent 20 years in the Virginia legislature, both in the House of Delegates and the Virginia State Senate. I put forward a number of bills dealing with gun safety, including universal background checks, and they went absolutely nowhere with the Republican majorities that we were facing. Those personalities haven't changed that much, but again, we've got an election in November right here in Virginia. We have an opportunity to win both the state Senate and the state House. Of course, we already control all the statewide offices that they are to control. So if we can win the state Senate and the state House, we can make some effective changes. And I know those candidates are out there campaigning on issues like this.
We thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Congressman Donald McEachin of the 4th District here in Virginia joining us tonight. Thank you very much.